morning, everybody. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Well, everything's broken already. Good morning, Thought Crimes and Moonface and Jack in the Box and Mare and Blue and Go Odd Minority Report. Hello, honey. Tallyu, thank you for 9 months. Tallyu says Foodie cannot live an ordinary life. Well, she's definitely not living one in a tent, I'll tell you that. Carter, hello. Iso Milk Latte, hello. Rainy Bats, hello. Zeal, hello. Moonface, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Hope you're all well. I did sleep in on a Sunday. Oh, sorry, on a Saturday. yes, I did, Jamie. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for being here. I apologize I wasn't available at 6 a.m. my time when Chantal went live, but we're going to catch up with it. Very short stream today. Going to keep it to a tight little hour. We're going to watch some cows, and also Chantal. We're watching the Farm Sanctuary live stream from explore.org, which is fun. We watched apes yesterday. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. We obviously watched Fat Bear Week. Fat Bear Week was great. I hope your winner won, because the winner was Chunk. But we're going to get into it. This is Life Sucks Sometimes. This is just over an hour long from Foodie. If we get time, we'll go back and watch this. So this is when I'm going home for good. I did listen in on it briefly last night. There really wasn't anything interesting or memorable over that 40 minutes, but that's kind of just Foodie's content. Anyway, hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I am not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much of too many people, also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate, just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see on this platform, because it's all about what choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet choices. I will find my words eventually. Chat, sorry I haven't had caffeine yet, but I've got a big cup of it here. Jamie, thank you for the super chat. Love Jamie says, disappointed you aren't covering QLR's Sam's Club trip. Well, I looked at it yesterday and it was still behind a membership wall. So we'll wait until that goes available, because then that's 2 vlogs from Quirky as well as like 2 live streams to catch up on. Oh, I've got a back catalogue of Quirky. I'm so happy. Anyway, let's get to it's time for Chantal's nonsense. And here we go.
Hi.
Oh God, right in the ear holes.
How are you guys? Sorry, I accidentally put it in vertical, I guess.
Oh, she's made it public? Ah, well, we'll have to cover it sometime over the weekend.
Just another thing to add to the suck list.
How good. Sorry, what, Chantal? Yeah, we'll do like a Quirky marathon. That sounds good. That sounds fun. I like that.
I'm gonna be blowing bubbles like there's no tomorrow. Hey, everyone. Hello. Oh my gosh, Lynn. Hi, everyone. There's too many people. Do I have to go back and say hi to everybody? Okay, I'll start with Lenora, Carefree, Carrie, because it's like...
Thanks, Mons.
If you want to hi, say hi again. Good boys, Fernanda, Katie, Lindsay, Strawberries. She only got 50 months. I hate the world. I like...
This is probably one of the... Well, maybe Katmai is the prettiest, but this is a very, very pretty landscape.
My chicken, I don't know. We've met too many ways. Belle, Kimby, Jenya, Meowsers, Lorena. You had 2 Nashies, eh? Hey, Vanna, thank you. Kelly, Michaela, Katie, Carrie. I know, he should have, yes.
Lisa, welcome back to the channel, hon. I appreciate it. Hey, Bryn.
Moondingo, definitely not Swag Daddy. Danielle. Good, Danielle.
Oh, Queer Plant Family. Yes, chat, by the way. If you haven't caught up on the week that has been Chantal, please feel free to ask questions in the chat. You can just tag me, and I'll try to see it. Queer Plant Family asked, wasn't she passed out in public recently? Why is she hitting her pipe? Yes, she was. She was passed out. Her story is that she was standing and or sitting on a bus that was taking her to the plane. She'd passed through security, and she was in the terminal, and... She was getting on a bus to go to the plane to go back to Canada, and she passed out either sitting or standing up. She either did or did not fall. She did or did not pass out. It was or was not blood sugar related or panic related. And then Poopy had to drive an hour and a half to come and pick her up and bring her back to the Syrian homestead. That's the long and short of it. What truth there is in any of that, God, who knows.
Mindy Boo, Salty Beach, Katie... I know Strawberries. You didn't hear me say that? That's crazy that he should have got more.
That pretty much sums it up.
Hey, Liz. Mood Indigo. Oh, I call you Mood Dingo.
Minority, one of the favorites.
I don't know. Frustrated. Hey,
And then
Nick.
apparently the people at the airport told her she should go to the hospital, and she was like, no, don't worry about it. My loophole husband's coming to pick me up. And yeah, anyway. She hasn't actually been to a doctor. She said she was meant to go yesterday or today. Time's weird like that. But no, turns out no.
Owl. Oh, cool, Lindsay. Well, good luck. I hope it's really fun. Hey, be humble. Ugh.
God, I really want to watch Quirky now.
Why are things being held for review? I don't have time for that.
I know that Quirky made her, I'm not on a diet, but this is what my diet would look like vlog public. So, yeah, there's some gems to watch, chat, I swear.
Hey, Sleepy Bird, Anonymous. I did not go to the doctor because it's Friday, so... Unfortunately. Thank you, Sleepy. Catloo, Jennifer. Stink bugs. Ugh. Ew! What? Beezus, hello? No. I don't want to walk. I want one of those Wall-E things.
Wally things?
I'm joking. Hey, Lan.
Oh, the humans in Wally, the floating chairs. Right, got it.
I'm stressed.
I was thinking someone made like a Wally-inspired wheelie walker.
Does that sound better? Hey, Jen Marie. I had roasted for supper. Not many options around here.
Katrina, you think she speaks slow? This is 1.5 times speed. Do you want reality? Here, let's give everyone a taste of reality. Oh no, the cows.
How did meet? You changed your name. April.
Ooh, summer.
No Amazon
winter.
wish list. I
Damn
don't
it.
even have an apartment.
Too many things going on. Hetty Hun, thank you very much for returning to the channel as a member. I appreciate it. My tongue is so lazy today. Sorry. This is reality speed.
Sorry. I got water in my nose.
Oh, she got shisha water in her nose? Bro, gross.
We had no gas left today. I'm not wasting my money on a hotel. A cheap-ass hotel for $1 million. I'm so frustrated with Canada. Like, when you live in a place for
She's so frustrated with Canada, you guys. The Western world.
3 years where you don't have to worry about, like, it's just so much easier to live in Kuwait and here, and...
Tell me, Chantal, tell me how it's easier living in Syria. Tell me. Because, like, yeah, in the current situation, she's got it a little bit better than if she were by herself in Canada. Poopy's got a home. She doesn't have to pay for rent or bills, allegedly, according to her. Like, she's also not getting access to the healthcare that she's been crying about requiring back in Canada. And she certainly doesn't have a family close by who she was also crying about needing close by in Canada. So, okay, girl, this sounds like cope. Katie, thank you for the super chat, honey. Katie says, this girl needs to breathe actual air. She's constantly sucking the shisha. Farts and shisha, to be fair. She's not got a lot of ventilation in there with the Crisco windows. Oh no, I fainted. Bujusi, is that you? I'm gonna ask someone to tag Bujusi's... Oh no, hold on, I can do it this way. Hold on. No, I can't. Chat, can someone please tag Bujusi's full name so I can read it from the chat, please? Good to see you, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Oh no, that was the cows. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong one.
Ugh, I'm just getting, like, discouraged, like...
Oh no, I fainted face first into Dee Dee's grey muff. There you go. A poet! Thank you, Badusi.
Like, every single place I've wanted, I have been denied at, and I'm just, like... I'm just annoyed. Right? Like, landlords are just insane. Like... I was watching a thing about Vancouver, and, like, it's like $800,000 in some places for, like, a shitty, like, 500 square foot condo. Like, people are nuts. Like, who even has this, you know? Are you gonna find me a place, Brooke?
I mean, it sounds to me, and I mean, I know we've been having this conversation ever since she's been threatening a return to Canada, so, like, the last 3 years. But we've been having this conversation about how, like, the Australian housing crisis and the Canadian housing crisis do seem very similar. So... I mean, yeah, Chantal, unfortunately, you kind of just pissed away all of your good fortune back in the crackhead Olympics days. And she can't even find a place to rent. Like, yeah, it's hard. But also, like, Chantal's on the record for doing things like not paying her rent, not paying her taxes, multiple bankruptcies. And look, I agree that housing is a human right and everyone should have a safe and warm and dry place to sleep at night. But, like, Chantal's choices have led to this eventual outcome of having absolutely, or having very, very limited kind of channels to find that. Also, please remember that Chantal has a support network back in Canada and can crash with at least 2 of her family members. She's choosing not to because she can't stream at those places. And also, it probably wouldn't go down well.
Like, what excuses? You think it's so easy to just restart your life? Do you have to do that? No, you don't.
You're choosing to restart your life. Sorry, she didn't have to. Sorry, just to chime in there. Chantal didn't have to do any of this. Chantal had a roof and a cat and a bed in Canada 3 months ago. Chantal made a choice to move to Syria to be with her loophole, totally didn't cheat on her at least 3 times non-husband. That was her choice. She's not a refugee. She didn't have to pick up her entire life because of elements outside of her control. Chantal getting to Syria, very much inside of her control. Oh my god, I'm sick of her shit.
What excuses? You think it's so easy to just restart your life? Do you have to do that? No, you
I think Carolyn, by the sounds of it, she's been denied quite a few times.
don't.
It sounds like she's getting really frustrated with the application process of trying to find a place and being rejected.
You pay $3,500, Sophia? Wow, you must have an awesome job because there's
Peach Cobbler said she's moving back. Pete's just announced he starts his new job on Monday. Stop it.
no way. I'd rather live off the grid in an effing tent. I'm not even joking.
And it'll go back to the exact same way because, again, Chantal didn't have anything to do with the luxury villa. Like, she paid for things, but it was Pete's name on that lease.
Oh, carefree.
It was Pete's credit that got ruined because of Chantal. Like Chantal's in a position where she... Ooh, pretty. Is going to and will continue to find getting access to things hard because she's put herself through multiple bankruptcies. And is that a deer? Oh, that's so cute. Was it a deer or a goat or a tiny cow? Who knows?
Ugh, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it. Hey, Emad, welcome.
No, it's deer. Oh,
Hold on.
they're so cute.
Yeah, Katie. Really, Kristen? Yeah,
There's more of them. There's so
can't
many.
afford Lord, what? A fridge for that price? Wow.
These are chunky deer. Maybe this is the start of winter. So they're
I
all
love being near the
they're like
ocean and
bears, aren't
mountains.
they? No, they're not like bears.
Hold on a second, guys. Damn it. Should I restart my live? Hey, Tracy.
It's Fat Deer Week.
I hate the vertical. No, I did it on an accident. You have to switch it to horizontal or else it will default here. I'm just getting discouraged. I hate apartment hunting. It's discouraging. It's invasive.
It's invasive. Girl, sort your shit out. It's invasive. Yes, landlords and real estate agents who are going to rent to you want to know, like, whether or not you're going to pay the rent. And whether or not you, like, oh, I don't know, are going to keep the place clean. Yes, oh, it's so invasive.
Like, it's expensive. It's annoying as hell.
Yeah, it can be all of those things, Chantal, but, like, again, you had a place 3 months ago.
Not really, Lamb, because I want to be close to my family, but... Yeah. Well, I don't like life then, Pancake. I'm allowed not to like it.
Okay, great. Complain more then. Go ahead.
No, Andre Marie, I didn't. Yeah. Exactly, Sophia. It's so weird.
By the way, we're pretty sure yesterday when she was telling us about the fainting, she was smoking cigarettes. So there was a very, very particular lighter sound that was going on. So Yeah, I don't know. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not a professional, but I'm assuming that both shisha and just smoking in general is probably not great if you've just had a fainting spell. That might have something to do with your respiratory system. Who knows though? Not me. Marla, thank you for the super chat, honey. Marla says, note to Foodie, we haven't had to reset our lives because we didn't blow up our lives on a whim. Actions have consequences. What a concept. Yeah, it's so weird. It's almost like the idea of moving to Syria to live with your loophole, unloving husband is not a great idea.
You don't own any of it, yeah.
Hey, boo.
Yeah, life's a gift, blah, blah, blah. I'm still allowed to be frustrated sometimes.
Life's a gift, blah, blah, blah.
I'm okay, Beanie.
She's such an optimist.
Ugh.
No, I didn't go to the doctor, Shelly.
Peace doesn't have a steady job.
That's not what chat said.
Yeah, that's what I do. I blur out a lot. Like, you're not seeing all my food orders. No, I'm just joking. Actually, there's none here, so.
Hey, Sasha, good to see you, honey. I don't know whether or not... I don't think this is the highlight, so it might actually be a highlight from earlier in the year. Hey, Welsh, good to see you, honey.
It is stressful, yeah. I just don't feel like dealing with anything.
Honestly, Caroline, and all of this happened because of Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. I hope Bruce is happy.
Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, lad. British Columbia is expensive, yeah. There's some places in Canada that, ugh. No, I don't want to stay either here, so I want to, like, you know.
Hey, Zing.
No, I had to give up the villa. I'm not paying rent for not being there. Thanks, Luke. Up north? No, not back to Kuwait either. I don't know what to say.
Thailand.
I want to live off grid, honestly, I do.
Oh, yeah.
I want to buy like a huge canvas tent and just live off grid.
I can't wait to see it. Camping Foodie, bring it on.
I don't know what to do. No one will know where I am. I can't be doxxed. Think about it. Oh my god, maybe I should do that. Like, no.
Chantal, what does it matter? You're getting similar views when you're streaming without, like, any visual. Like, no one really cares.
Freaking joke.
I mean, people will care less and less as time goes on, but as long as there's something, like, dramatic every now and then, she's probably going to get, like, relatively similar views whether or not she's got a camera on or not.
Fuck up.
Elaine, thank you for being here for 21 months, love. Elaine says, happy anniversary, Poppy. Happy anniversary, hun. I hope you're having a great day.
Apartments and their rent and all their bullshit rules. Seriously, and they're like...
I mean... Oh, hold on. Sorry, she's talking a lot.
No one will know where I am. I can't be doxxed. Think about it. Oh my god, maybe I should do that. Like, no freaking joke. Fuck apartments and their rent and all their bullshit rules. Seriously, and they're like thievery. Costs like $6 grand, $5 grand to move in somewhere. Stupid.
Unfortunately, and again, this is me assuming that Canada is very similar to Australia in this. Especially in metropolitan areas, it is unfortunately a supply and demand issue. Like, there are a lot of people who require housing, and there are just not a lot of places to stay. So, yeah, you do see, and, like, late-stage capitalism, and everything costs more, and, like, things are hard. It's all of that, right? It's all of that. Unfortunately, Chantal is looking to move into places that are central and metropolitan and do have a higher cost of living, and she thinks she deserves that because of... whatever reason. And now she said, I'm going to throw all my toys out and I'm going to buy a tent and I'm going to go enjoy Canadian winter in a canvas tent. Okay.
Yeah, but you can get a battery for CPAP.
Yeah, you didn't though. You decided to move to Syria where, like, you get power access 5 hours out of a day without a battery for your CPAP. So, like, maybe you should turn the smug down a little bit and have made better choices in the past. But who are we?
Uh, I don't know, CM. It's hard to say. What's a kubala?
And I have no doubt that there are places out there where Chantal could stay. Like, Chantal could find a bedroom in a share house. Chantal could stay with her family. Chantal could do a lot of things, but she's unwilling to sit with the discomfort, to borrow a phrase from Ambi. And she doesn't want to do any of that.
No, I'm still going. I mean, I'm trying to go. Hey, Gabrielle. Did you chocolate butterfly? What was it like? You can get electricity.
I mean, we saw what she got last time. She got that like 1-bedroom apartment, whatever we were calling it, for $1,400 a month, excluding utilities. Which I'm not saying is the cheapest of like living situations, but was it 14 or 16? Either way, that's like that is very doable on what I think Chantal is making on YouTube.
City, some places, yeah, but you can't. Canadian winters are shit. Just come move in with Wanda. You need land. Yeah, that's true. You need to buy the land. Have you ever chopped wood? No, and I don't want to either.
Yeah, so $350 a week. Like, that is, for rent, that is very doable. Based on what I think Chantal earns off of YouTube. Even with, like, the garnishing and all of that. It shouldn't, like, I just do not understand why she's looking at all of these, like, do you remember when she was telling us the story about the first place she applied? How she was so grateful that she didn't actually get it because it was going to cost too much money and this, that, and the other. She was running a 3-bedroom villa. Why? She doesn't need that. She's not going to keep it clean. It's actually going to be more work for her and just end up an entire sty. So, no. Cuddle Cats, welcome back to the channel as a member, mate. Appreciate it. Enjoy your emojis.
Yeah, he had a job last time. Hey, Missy Med. I don't want to. Yeah. I'm very, like, I just need to, like, live alone, but.
Friday, thank you for the super chat. Love Friday says, FYI, there is a pigeon on my tram. Happy Saturday. Oh my god, say hi to Tram Pigeon, please. Hello. Zing, there's a pigeon on the tram. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I hope you're having a great weekend.
A lumberjack era. My dodgy tummy off grid. Just friggin' dig a hole, man. Dig a hole. Is that illegal? It probably is. Make one of those outhouses with the moon on the door. No, Meg, I didn't.
Bubblegum, hello. Mystique says that average rent is $3K. I think average rent is $3K for what Chantal is looking for. And Chantal wants a multi-bedroom, close to a metropolitan area, like living situation, which generally is like rented by a couple or a whole family. Not one individual with like questionable like revenue every month from YouTube.
Lindsay. Need flannel and Max.
Iana said having a boyfriend would be more money, not less. That's true.
Hey, Tiny Shamrocks.
That's true. She's still paying off that cable bill.
Bugs, no refrigeration. True, it would be hell. Ugh. You'd save on rent, but you'd have to buy all the crap, which would be the same cost or more.
Listening to Chantal talk about this, it very much like throws me back to like university days and like young adulthood of being like, okay, great, well, I've got to like find a place to live and either share with people or try to do it on my own, and then it's going to be unfurnished. So how am I going to get, like, what's the most important thing? Okay, it's a bed. So this month I will get the bed. The bed will be settled. And then next month maybe I'll be able to buy like a couch. Fortunately, I managed to like find a secondhand fridge for like $50. Do you know what I mean? And it's not saying that people don't experience that in multiple stages of life. They absolutely do. But I don't think Chantal's ever had to really actually do that, because she's always had the family or someone else to kind of do all of that stuff for her. And it's just so interesting to listen to her like basically throwing a tantrum over having to like be an adult and do things for yourself. It's so funny.
Anyways. I mean, it's the beginning of the month, so.
Misanthrope, 100% agree, and that's what she had last time in Canada. She had a bed, she had a dresser, she had a fridge. That's really all she needs. Like, she's currently existing on a couch with a shisha pipe. Like, she doesn't really need that much.
I'm just going to apply at every single place in all of Canada and go from there. Sort of, Caribou. Yeah, Kingu, I'm just stressed out. I'm just stressed out about everything.
Well, Friday, I agree. She should go to op shops. She should go to thrift stores. She should do all of those things. She should be on Kijiji every other day looking for things to, like, fill a home. But I guess she needs the home to do that first. No worries, Fly. Good to see you.
And I don't want to rely on anybody for anything, so I'm going to try everything I can to do everything on my own.
Uh-huh. Assuming that's because your family said no, they won't be helping you this time around.
Self-reliant era, if I can, or maybe move to like a really cheap-ass country.
We had that conversation when Chantal was talking about moving before the escaping Kuwait in the middle of the night issue, but Malaysia got brought up quite a lot. And I know that was in reference to like Poopy also being able to get there on his visa and stuff, on his passport and stuff. But like, I think if Chantal's finding it too hard or too costly to move back to Canada, there are like Southeast Asian countries where Chantal might be able to live the life she feels she's entitled to on her income. The problem will be that she's already said she wants to go back to Canada for health reasons and for family reasons. But she honestly probably doesn't care about those two things. She just wants to be able to get fast food and do it for cheap, so.
Anyways, so that's my complaint for the day. You lived in a caravan. Did I say hi to you, Missy Med?
Gosh golly, 100%. And Chantal's not willing to make anything work. She wants everything, like, presented to her on a silver platter and for her to do the absolute least when it comes to it.
We watched, Squid Game. Exciting.
Hey, Rampage.
Stuffed nachos. Wow. What's that like? Hey, Monica. Let's just move to Thailand.
Or there, just not that hotel you went to where you had to pay because of the shitting the bed thing.
No, I didn't cook anything today. Beef and cheese inside, yeah. No telly? I really hate the vertical. I want to restart. What the hell? Just like Daddy. A Bowen Compton Zach. Thailand. A bachelorette pad in Syria. What?
Oh,
I could
really,
never
Vox?
navigate life here without Salah. Oh my gosh.
Was that the situation she had last time? I think so.
It sounds like I'm coming down with a cold. I'm just tired, exhausted, like, oh my god.
Ash, she doesn't need a posh place. She wants one. Because she thinks she deserves it.
Yesterday was so awful.
It's like the donations she thinks she deserves from her visas.
Hey, Christina. I just keep hitting a wall with friggin' apartments. I'm tired of applying. I'm tired of submitting. I'm tired of the
She's probably applied to like 3 places at this point, by the way.
cost. It's discouraging. I hate it. Thank you. I just hate the rules. Like in Kuwait, there's no like, you know, super crazy rules. Like you just prove you have a job. That's it. That's all Salah had to
In
do.
Kuwait, you got kicked out of Kuwait for debauchery and prostitution, girl. What do you mean there aren't any crazy rules in Kuwait? What you are talking some absolute nonsense here, girl.
I just hate the rules. Like in Kuwait, there's no like, super crazy rules. Like you just
Except for the fact that you couldn't have been there through many, many, many different reasons outside of the loopholes. And Poopy wouldn't have been there without other loopholes.
prove you have a job. That's it. That's all Salah had to do. Residency and a job. It's just like, ugh. Oh, I really don't want to rent a room.
Chantal can live in Canada with no rules. She's a citizen. Like, she doesn't even need a job or a residency to live in Canada. What is she complaining about exactly? Rampage, thank you for rejoining the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
I'd rather be homeless. I'm not even joking.
Okay. I think that is particularly disrespectful and arrogant and just stupid for Chantal to say, by the way. Just putting that on record. Sitting there and saying, I'd rather be without a home than go through the process of trying to find one because it's mildly inconvenient to have to submit my details multiple times is one of the possibly worst takes ever.
I know, Strix, but I mean like as in renting places only. Thank you, potted meat.
Do you guys remember when Chantal was shitting on that content creator who was like online on TikTok, I think it was, who was begging every day on TikTok for money to help pay for the hotel room that they were staying in? This is just that with like less steps.
I just want to give up. The right beezer pad is out there.
She's crying about being homeless. That is not going to happen to Chantal. Her family won't let that happen. As much as her family doesn't want her to stream and blah blah blah, like there's no way her mum is going to let her go out and exist in Canadian winter with a canvas tent. What a load of shit.
Van life bees. Studio.
Like, do you guys remember the night of Chantal's cocaine addiction? Do you guys remember that? Where the next day she popped up at her uncle's place and she'd slipped in a second phone. She was forced to give over her primary phone, but she had a second backup phone that she went live from. And we got to meet Titan. That was a great stream. Titan's like the uncle's big dog. Yeah, Chantal's got a support network and a family back in Canada that are going to help her. Like, anybody who thinks differently wasn't there back then.
Hi, Sawyer.
And anybody who believes this, like, I may as well just be homeless, like, storyline is probably a beezer throwing money at Chantal to not be homeless, because that's what she's doing here.
I know, yeah, because people can't afford rent. So there's probably even more homeless people out there now. Housing crisis is. Like, some people get, like,
Really
$2,000 a month, and they want $2,000 for rent. Hey, Rainy.
Yeah, some people do exist on $2,000 a month, and some people do, like, are without a home, and some people do have, like, studio rent-controlled situations, and some people do live with family. Like, Chantal, people make it work. Like, it's a lot of times, and for a lot of people, it's not easy, but you make it work. And if you don't make it work, you don't just, like, throw yourself on the ground in a fit and expect your loophole nun husband to drive an hour and a half to come pick you up. Like, even Pete's managed to rent a room. Like, if Pete's can do it, you can do it. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it. I have to listen. I have to give it a real listen. I've kind of, what's the word? Distractingly, like, listened to bits and pieces, but I need to actually sit down. And you know me, I'm not a music girly.
Yeah.
I'm a what's it called? Pop reference girly. Very much a pop reference girly. Yes. Girl Scout, thank you for the super chat, hon. I appreciate it. Girl Scout says, after my divorce, it took me 5 years of sacrifice to get my dream home. She leaves for 3 years and expects a luxury apartment. She does. She really does. She expects to, like, just get it at the drop of a hat. The entitlement is unreal. I think Chantel's always been really entitled, to be entirely fair. I think that it's rich that Chantel comes online and tells us the welfare girl story, right? And then, like, I'm sure there's a psychologist out there who could make a link between Chantel was deprived of something, like, deprived of luxury as a child and now thinks she deserves luxury for doing absolutely nothing. I think that Chantel's always been entitled. I think that Chantel has always gotten her way. I think that Chantel just is a very, very angry person and was always able to throw tantrums and threaten people in her life to get everything she ever wanted. I don't want to say the phrase throw her weight around, but I will. Yeah, I don't think Chantel's ever necessarily been without. And when she does go without, we see her break down. A good example of that is the old mate era. The whole reason why Chantel lost her lost her goddamn mind over Poopy for a year and a half was because she was told, no, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to be exclusive. I'm not going to come on your internet and, like, be your boyfriend. And that led to a 2-year crash out. So it's great to see Chantel think that she deserves all of these things when in reality she does nothing to deserve them, and doesn't.
You need credit for everything. I'm just looking for everything high vibes. Yeah, YouTube is super glitchy. I can stay in Mexico with you. Will you make birria tacos for me? No, I can't stay here. I have my plane ticket booked.
Okay, well, you were meant to leave the other day. Can't you just rebook later down the line? Oh, wait, this is a really weird situation.
I'd rather be in a tent than pay on a home. Yeah, Sneakerhead, I see you.
Lynn, hello. Lynn says, hi, here in Ontario, you need a guaranteed income for a rental, which YouTube is not. Also, they do check your credit rating and references. Chantel would not be considered for anything, I would think, outside of a private rental, because of her multiple bankruptcies and the garnishing off the top of her inconsistent YouTube.
Hello, BBJ.
Like, there's been stories about, I don't know if Canada's the same, but there's been stories about here in Australia where people are like it was really bad, I think, a couple of years ago, coming just out of, like, the early 2020s. Yeah, maybe a couple of years ago, where people were literally being like, hey, I will pay 6 months rent up front if I can just, like, get this place. I don't think Chantel's necessarily in that type of financial situation at all. And that might have been a way to overcome the whole, like, curiosity about inconsistent, like, payments every month. It probably would have been smart for Chantel to put some money aside for situations like this, but I guess not.
Oh. Are you hunting? She has something in her...
And that's why she said on stream the other day, she said, like, social housing is like a 10 or 20 year wait list, because I think she actually explored that as an option.
What are you doing?
Which is, again, crazy when you consider, I think she's making at least... next month's going to be a bigger number, so I probably need to inflate it. But, like, she's making at least $5K a month on YouTube. Which is, again, very close to the mean income of $5.5K. So I think she's definitely, like, gone over that for this month. So she's making more than the average person in Canada.
She's hunting.
Morning Coffee says Pete's is live. He has a job. Someone mentioned that in the chat before. Yep, so they'll be moving in together again. Can't wait to see that.
Margie, I don't know if I can. It is really bad.
Anna Panda. Sorry, pardon me. Yes. Short answer, yes. Nada, dishwasher. What other names does he go by? Koki, old mate. Dom. There's other names, but yeah, all the same person. Oh, swordfish. That's right, swordfish. Yeah.
Chicken for dinner.
Green Peen. You might hear that one around if you watch the old, the old classics.
In the jacuzzi.
Oh, Gargoyle? Was he called Gargoyle or Gargamel or something?
Deuce hunt for mom. What are you doing with mom? What do you do with mom? Don't beauty bite mom. The prairie provinces? Tracy. Maybe I'll just move, yeah. Actually, no.
Battleship, I see you, honey. I hope you're taking care of yourself, love. What are your thoughts on Chantal's position here?
No, like, I don't know. There's a lot of snow. The winter's coming.
No, I think it was urinal teeth, Els. Urinal.
Oh, empty well, yeah. Your husband makes good beer, yeah? Really? Kansas? Really? It's make me happy. Manitobes! How far is Winnipeg from Ontario?
Well, I don't know. I'm not Canadian.
Wow, Sophia, that's crazy. That's what I mean. So many places in the world are super affordable to live. And here I am stressing over crap.
You want to live in Canada. You're a citizen of Canada. You want to live in Canada, surrounded by your family and access to free healthcare. That's what you want. You are finding it challenging to balance out the cost of living in a country like that versus the Middle East, where your perception of like access. But the thing that I don't get there is that like Kuwait was expensive as well. Like Syria's not expensive. Yep, we're in Syria, and also you're living in Poopy's family home, so you don't have bills to pay. Just those $700 solar panels. But yeah, girl, life's expensive. But life also is just going to keep getting more and more expensive everywhere.
Expensive high prices. You know, like, Yeah, it's a lot of work, Anna. I'm such a wimp. Like, even for a dump, Missy Med? 24 hours? Travel the world in hotel bees?
Yeah, that's such a good idea. Spend money on, like, flights as opposed to rent. If Chantal took the money that she spent going to Qatar and the money she spent doing all of this nonsense and the money she spent flying to Syria from Canada, she'd probably be able to pay, like, 3 months' rent.
Join a cult? A non-murderous one, maybe. Many in this situation. Thanks, Mike. Hey, Lurking. Minus 40. Brittany, checking in. Check PayPal, not much, but something. Oh, thank you, Brittany. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. I'm not going to go waste my money that I need for moving into a place on a hotel. A dumpy hotel. No way. Living off of security. I know, yeah. Sorry, Margie. Japanese hostel.
I'm so sick of her talking about this shit. Just go and stay with your mum. Fuck off.
On the cruise ships. Really? You can live on a cruise ship? Oh my gosh, they have buffet.
But again, this is just a topic of conversation that Chantal actually has the ability to talk about because, like, things are happening.
Really? How do you live on a cruise?
Like, what else would she be talking about if it wasn't that? She'd just be drooling over fucking nashies. Also, chat, there's so many of you here. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to hit the like button while we watch the cows, feel free.
Yeah, I want to go unvertical, but there's a pineapple under the sea. Hey, Star. I'm not going to move in with BB. How does she live on a cruise ship? You get all your food included and everything. I don't know, Rennie. Does it have to be Canada? I mean, it doesn't have to, but that's where, like, you know, health...
She would not be a resident anywhere else. I don't know where else. Like, I know there are countries out there where you can pay for residency. I know there are countries out there where you can, like, buy 3-month visas and then just border hop and, like, do whatever. We've had this conversation a million times before. The thing is, like, going out of country, flying out of country, driving out of country, whatever, and coming back and buying another visa all costs money. Like, she is the worst at a budget. Holy shit.
Healthcare, family is...
Like, what's her thought? Go to Thailand or Malaysia where she can stay for 2 or 3 months on a travel visa and then fly out of country, fly back into country. Like, when you actually add up the dollar for dollar value, like, you've got nothing to show for it at the end of it, which is fine for a lot of people. But, like, Chantal's in... I thought one of Chantal's major concerns was her health at this point in time. She's not going to have the same access to healthcare in Malaysia or Thailand that she would in Canada because she's not a citizen. And she doesn't have the money.
And all that supportive stuff. Yeah, Rosie. You have to work there? No thanks. They just book long cruises back to back? Oh. No thanks. There's no stability. That's what scares me.
Hey, Deb.
Thanks, Brittany. Thank you. Ottawa's expensive and picky. CM.
Ottawa's expensive and picky.
Hey, YouTube lover. Airbnb. Yeah, I don't know. Travel the world in what, though? A rental car? Are you even allowed to drive across the world in a rental car? Sawyer. Yeah, but I'm hard to kidnap. I'm obese. A caravan? A house, but once stalkers find it? Yeah. I don't know what I want anymore, Ray. Chat BPD. When are you going live again next?
At this point in time, knowing what we know, I think the best solution is to stay with Mum, save up and look for a car, and then progress into renting a place. I think that's kind of like and sure, that might take 6 months. That would likely take time, but I think that's kind of the easiest progression that Chantal could make in Canada.
It's supposed to be end of the month. Hey, B. Hey, Elvira.
I wonder if Chantal needs to be back in Canada by the end of October because of the court stuff. Do you think it's that? So do you guys remember when Chantal went back to Canada, I think the second or third time in the Kuwait era, and she had to go to court to discuss her hanging bankruptcies. And the court basically told her, yeah, no, we're not going to wipe like all your debt away and claim a second bankruptcy here because like you're actually making money, you have good income, like you need to pay your debtors. I wonder whether or not she needs to be back in Canada for the end of October for like an update, because I remember her saying that like October she had some big bills to pay. I'm assuming she just deferred on monthly payments from prior, and I wonder whether or not she has to be back in Canada at the end of October for a for like a check-in or something. Interesting. Who knows? Danae, thank you for being here for a month, honey. Danae says, I still think Trucker Chantal could work out. Yeah, I think so. She'd love that. Chantal does love eating food from a service station.
Get a bus? Maxwell apartment. What? Lipstick goes on, lipstick comes off.
Because I don't understand, if Chantal's willing to stay here in Syria for an extra month, I don't understand why we need to be back in Canada for the 1st of November. Because that's what she keeps saying. She keeps saying, like, I need to be back in Canada for the 1st of November. Like, that'll be my move-in date. And I don't know whether or not that's just, like, wishful thinking that she's getting an apartment for the 1st of November, or whether or not she actually needs to, like, touch base with her court-appointed accountant at the end of October.
Different rental companies have different rules, but you can go from US to Canada with a rental. Oh. Maybe I should just travel around the US. Maybe I'm not meant to rent a place.
You mean like a payment of $10,000? Yeah, something like that, Cracula. I reckon it's 5.
I have no idea. Like, everything is just not working out. I tried leaving yesterday. I passed out, get fed a banana. Hey, fruity yogurt. I have to keep applying. Yeah, Beanie. It is. Thanks, Michaela. Snaggletooth puppy, Brittany. Thanks, Mad Hatter. Took me a while. Maybe pot. You have the right to apply. I love the cat bee mugs. Yeah, you should get one. Hey, Odell. I did get my money. Well, I had to pay a fee to change it again. Not long ago, lurking.
Give me your money.
I don't even know. 1,000 in application fees? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep applying. You know? Oh, Brittany, thank you. Appreciate you, Brittany. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's put Nora as a reference. I got my deposit back, yeah. Van life.
Emily, no one's renting to her in Canada. She's upset about it and threatening to camp.
I don't want to live in a van down by the water.
Pardon me.
I don't know. I'm out, ma'am, in chat. Okay, thanks, Brittany. Thank you so much, eh? Probably. They probably don't see this as a real job. Apply under Sarah Lee. It's.
I think in most situations, if you're able to prove relatively steady income, regardless of whether regardless, but I mean Chantel's numbers must be all over the shop. Also, the whole bankruptcies and debts, like those are probably big red flags for a lot of people who would look to rent to her.
So weird because a lot of YouTubers make more than regular jobs. Stupid.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it might be because some months she makes like $2,000, some months she makes 6. It might be that, but like even still, if you were applying, the smart thing to do would be like, great, here's 6 months worth of income, like the average or mean month is this. Like I don't actually think it's the YouTube income that's necessarily turning people off. I think it's the debts and bankruptcy and the poor rental history and bad credit. That's what I think it is.
No, edgy.
Queenly, thank you for the super chat, honey. Queenly says, Pizza's live and starts his new job next week. Chantal is in chat saying Villa 2.0. Of course she is. How fucking desperate. Oh, God. Just solidifying the theory that Chantal literally can't do anything by herself. Yep. I hope Pete says no. I mean, he does have pudding spine. Shout out to Milk Tea for quoting that one. He does have pudding spine, so it wouldn't surprise me if they end up living together again. But, like, they shouldn't, because we saw how that ended last time.
You're about out of options. Change your name. Can you do that? Imagine.
Oh, Eri, 100%. But even just the payments from Google themselves, like, would be then not necessarily steady, but would be proof of income.
Brittany.
I guess it's the same for anyone who would like exist in like a commission, like sector. You know, it's like you're not getting paid the same every month, but like it's consistent. Well, relatively consistent. Chantel's is probably a lot less consistent.
Mad Hatter, welcome to Very Peace. Alias bees. Yeah, but you can also get laid off and fired from a job. If they see that you've been doing the same thing and making consistent money for 8 years, you would think that would help.
Yeah, you haven't been making consistent money for 8 years. It has been wildly blown out. And that depends on how much information you're willing to give them. But I don't think it comes down to that. I think it comes down to Chantel's got bad credit and a bad rental history and, like, no.
Oh yeah, maybe they know, like, maybe because I'm like always like I'm abroad and I can't ever go see the place in person. So a lot of them are probably like, what? You travel? Ugh, I just want... Based on my content, well, too bad. I'll just live in a tent.
Yeah, so I think this entire stream was a moot point. I think they're going to end up living together, but Pete should grow a spine. That's not made of pudding.
Yeah. Really, Saber? Hey, normal set. Pete set Marie Williams. Me, YouTuber? I know, eh? Snark. Snark is my middle name. I was gonna find a place Margie still, and I'm just having trouble. No, Casey, I'm not. Film cute bears. Hey, SA! Don't call yourself that.
Brittany, no, I have thought that Chantal was going home for a minute, and that's me being, you know, wishful thinking.
Hot honey pizza, no.
I'm still kind of surprised that she ended up in Syria for 3 months.
Hey, Olga. Could be Islamophobia. Could be like all those things. They're just judgy. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it. Everything is judgy.
Aha, yeah. Those judgy real estate agents.
So annoying and discouraging. Like, seriously.
Of course Chantal would blame Islamophobia for not being able to get an apartment. Meanwhile, like everything on her in terms of income is a red flag.
Man, oh man, I guess I'll have to save and buy something with cash. I'll be saving for like 50 years. In Cornwall, I know. You might have to lie a bit. I already do. I'm just joking.
Oh. What do you lie about, Chantel?
Anyways, I hate these things. Just like applying for jobs. Like, invent a whole job. You can't invent stubs. That's what I say, Christina. Stay with Nadia.
Hey, pals.
You know. No living IRL. Anyway, I guess I'll keep trying and see what happens. Hey, Vanessa. I don't know, Weird Barbie. I'm gonna try on my own. Yeah, maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I would have been stressing around, right? Hey, Victoria. They live on cruise ships? Cruising Canucks?
Erica, I've got a mark. We've had requests for Rosie. I will find some time. Maybe Sunday? We'll do a Rosie marathon. Unless Chantel's, like, everything just falls apart.
Offer to play more.
Which is highly likely.
Or pay more in rent? Yeah, I don't even say where I'm traveling from, but, like, people travel abroad, you know? Like, it's so weird that they're just, like, if you don't have, like, a super normal life.
What do you not understand about it's the bankruptcies and the debts and the fact that your rental history is fucked? What do you not understand about that, Chantel? Also, there's a housing crisis pretty much the world over. So there are lots of people who are probably a lot safer bets than you when it comes to trying to find a place to rent in Canada.
Potted meat, I know. Yeah.
Like, what makes her think she's so special when it comes to any of this?
Sandy and Ange. Yeah, I don't want to live in Gatineau.
Oh, shout out to Sandy and Ange.
Yeah, I miss showing my face, I guess. I just feel like it messes up the internet even more.
She did it 3 days ago on a stream. Calm down. Calm down. Hey, Island Girl. Good to see you, love.
I don't want to take care of children. No, thanks. I'm not watching Miss Rachel all day. Screw that noise. I'd rather not. Aren't I miserable? Ugh. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Be a nanny, imagine. Room for Rent. Isn't there a horror movie called that? Yeah, pardon me.
Erica, I'm glad you enjoyed, honey.
Yeah, for free, Belly, I know. Yeah, the housing market really is, eh? Pet sitter?
I was thinking about that too. I was like, oh, maybe Chantel could find a place that's a bit more like rural to rent, or like outside of metropolitan areas. Maybe that'd be a bit easy for her, or maybe there are like live-in situations where she could like help out a household or something like that. She's not going to do any of that. She's absolutely not going to be able to do any of that. Like, no share houses for Chantal. No, none of that's ever going to happen.
Hey, Simply Ravishing. No, Pancake. I got my own apartment. So, be a librarian.
Who are these fools in her chat?
Move in with Tracy? I'm coming down, Tracy.
Now that I'd watch.
What are you hunting? You're getting... What are you doing?
Chantal and Tracy? Roommates? Oh, I love that.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, baby. Maybe, Margie. My only bees.
Hey, Bear. Good to see you, love.
Yeah, to be a librarian, you gotta go through a lot of school.
I mean, Chantal could always volunteer at a library or community group, but that's not happening.
Sugar daddy. You gotta be like Paris Hilton. There's no sugar babies with fupas.
Chantal's the sugar mama. That person's so new.
Did you get gas? Where? Oh, yes, we did. I'll go move in with my grandpa.
Yeah, she also hates people. Ayana, that's true.
Really, Brittany? There's a shop called Beezer's? What do they sell? Cosmetic surgery. Maybe. Probably not. Muslim sugar baby, imagine? Never, eh? No. I am Lynn. They are SB, yeah. Public school is a mess. Always was, always will be, I'm sure.
I don't know if she knows the words that she's, like, saying today. I think I think the oxygen's cutting off to the brain.
Cleaning mosques, what? Thanks, B. It's Beezer's Deli. Oh my goodness. Maybe they're a Beezer. Maybe they're a Beezer. Yeah, you should, Brittany. No, they're closed today, weird Barbie. Burger King. We have a courtyard type thing, SB.
Chantal said not too long ago that she would go work at the Burger King, so maybe that's the plan. That's not the plan. Chantal is far too entitled to think that she should ever actually have to work. She thinks she should be paid tens of thousands of dollars for doing this on YouTube. Because she has previously.
Right, Saber? Like...
Melly, thank you for the super chat, honey. Melly Can said, I'd give my left titty to be able to listen to Poppy with no goddamn shisha noises. And that's a good one. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. I'm so sorry. It is... I think it's particularly hard as well. Like, she needs to find those tiny microphones again, because the background noise is bad. Hard agree.
Weird, eh?
It's like she's underwater.
Like... Beezer's Deli should offer you a job and a place to live.
It is really a cacophony of terrible sounds. It's heavy breathing, the gurgles from the shisha, and then just Chantal's general existence.
Cold cut bees.
Like it feels like smog for the ears, you know? It's like if a bad breath were in your ear. Sassy P, thank you for the super chat, honey. You never have to do that, but I appreciate your support. Thank you, love. Sassy says, for doing this on YouTube. What are you talking about? Listen to Chantal struggle breathing while we watch a beautiful pasture of cows and I read chat. Oh, transformative content. Thanks, honey. I appreciate it, love. I hope you're having a good weekend.
I look like a Labubu? I've never been told that, actually.
Chantal does not look like a Labubu. What are you talking about?
Eating for money isn't healthy, yeah.
An obese boo, maybe.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't clever, Zach.
Well, I don't want to be like a feederette or whatever they're called. A feedie.
A feederette?
Go live with Lisa Richards?
Not a feederette.
She would like that. I'd only have to give her 30 every day for a dime bag, but whatever. Somebody called me a Labubu. Labubu beauty. Traveling food critic. Vegetarian? I eat vegetarian sometimes. Are we still live? Yes, Lindsay. PayPal. The way she... Oh my god.
Lafupu.
God, I feel bad, but you gotta get your life together, man. Shut up, Lynn. If you don't
Yeah,
find something
Marissa, this is a real pasture. This is the farm sanctuary. I believe it's in New York.
sooner in order to leave, do you worry you will start intruding on Salah?
I highly recommend chat. If you ever want to check out these live streams, this is explore.org. You can look them up on YouTube, and they have they don't have too many active live streams. I think they have 10 or 12, but it's always good. That's where the aquarium one came from, and the apes and Katmai. It's great.
You're not together anymore. Yeah, I want to leave by the end of October. Hey, Iris. Feederette. Oh, it's a lot cooler.
Liz says, Ambi is a feedie now, so Foodie leading into her scammer, I guess. Maybe Chantal should go down to Oklahoma, and then they could do a pay-per-view crossover where Chantal's the feeder and Ambi's the feedie. Or could they Is there a title for someone who like is a feedie but also feeds themselves? Huh.
Than Kuwait, Brittany.
Might have to come up with that one.
25 degrees cooler, usually in the summer. Who makes so
like they pack their own funnel, you know?
much money? You're a stay-at-home dog mom and caretaker for my husband?
Mutual feedies.
I'm glad I don't have to work.
Feederees.
Or
An auto feeder.
go out in public. Move in with plain cheeseburgers.
Oh god, that's grim.
He could write you a glowing reference. Will you come back to Thailand? Are you in Thailand, Rennie? I might just move to Thailand. But it's lonely.
Go ahead, girl. It'll be more entertaining than this. It's called an Amber Lynn.
You think people send her money, really? Anytime she reads what she gets, it's always a penny. And then she freaks out. Yins are a bunch of losers. Yeah.
La 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 la. Hello, honey.
Yeah, probably that somebody sends her money. Hundreds of dollars?
Or rather, la 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 lee. Hello, honey.
She's not been live in several days. Wow. She needs to stay in rehab. China, really? My gosh, Christina. You got a bit and a mess with life and such, you'll get out and be fine and over.
No, it was lucky she didn't get to the doctor. She got to the shisha, though.
Come to Vienna.
Close.
Thanks, Valley. No, Brittany. No. In Europe. I see you,
Which, good to see you, honey. Thank you for the super sticker. I hope you're having a good day.
Joe Mama.
Happy weekend.
She has to go to rehab. Go to France. I've seen the apartments there. Oh my gosh. They have bugs. And the cheap places have bugs, and they're like shared bathroom, probably. Those kind of places. No way.
Yeah, don't. I would feel so bad if anyone had to share a bathroom with Chantal. Could you imagine?
Move to SGM's building. She's the building manager? Yeah, but then everyone will know where I live, and it will cause problems.
Move in with Dee Dee.
No AC in Europe? Yeah, potted meat. Well, I just saw people. I never went to France. Countryside? No, Brittany, she's a TikToker. People will find out anyways.
Oh no, Carol, I'm all good. Just not caffeinated enough.
Some people buy whole villages in France. That's cool.
Still another 19 minutes. I'm gonna start skipping chat.
Man, it's probably rented. I'm not living there, no. I'd rather live outside. I'll just keep trying, I guess, or think of what to do. I want to go live in Disneyland.
Okay, well that's a realistic expectation. Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
Minna.
Sure!
Like, my dream is to go to Disneyland and eat Disney food and go on the Haunted Mansion 30 times.
Okay. Okay, well I don't think that's a realistic thing that's going to happen, but sure.
Really, Lindsay? I want a haunted English countryside manor. Like in that show where the girl goes, absolute rubbish!
Chantal, you just need a roof at the moment. Like...
Live in SGM's building? I don't want to hear them going at it. You know what? Ursula at Disney. Oh my gosh! I would be the best Ursula.
No. Chantal would be Oogie Boogie, not Ursula. Come on, let's get it together, chat. No, not Ursula. Let's not do the diva like that.
Disney's exhausting. Not if you have a scooter. I can't live a normal life. I get so bored. Like, we only live once. Why am I going to be normal? Why?
Chantal, yeah, maybe take that own note. Like, you do only live once, and currently you're experiencing it, like, horizontal, sucking down a shisha, complaining on the internet. We could be doing better. Anna, thank you for the super chat, honey. Anna says, Disney trip grift coming uphill. Again, Was that last year she was talking about that? I think so.
Yeah, but where do they live? In Toronto? I don't really want to live in Toronto. It's far. I don't have a car.
Far from what?
Yeah,
like, Toronto's its own city, right? Like, what's it far from? Sugar, thank you for the super chat, honey. Sugar says that she would be Humpty Dumpty because she had a great fall on a bus.
Ursula's a villain. She can scare kids.
Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't be Oogie Boogie. Oogie gets up and boogies. Like Oogie Boogie's grandma.
Going into debt just to go to Disneyland? What?
Foogie Boogie.
Well, yeah, Margie, everyone has different lives, you know? I mean, I'm sorry that you don't have groceries. I don't know, like, I can't solve everybody's problems. I don't know how that's a reason to be mad at me. They live in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. Who? I'm not, no way, CM. Like, entitlement how?
You are an extremely entitled individual, Chantal. You're sitting here complaining that people won't rent to you because you think you deserve a 3-bedroom luxury villa for like $1,200 a month.
Like what? So I have to live a certain way people want or else they get mad at me? Okay, well, be mad at me then. I don't know.
No, Chantal, you need to just stop being stupid. Start there.
Like... people can give advice, it doesn't mean I have to take it. I can't take everyone's advice.
She's not going to do fucking anything. This is why you shouldn't hang out in Chantal's chat.
You know?
You're only going to get frustrated at her inability to do fuck all, because she just wants to lay here, smoke, and complain.
Well, I can take it into consideration, but...
Waste of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Margie, it was you. Right.
A manor in the French countryside. I mean, and I'm not being literal. I'm just being, like, facetious with a lot of these suggestions. Like, you know?
Oh, Rachel, 100%.
I never said I was staying here. Vietnam. Yeah, I know, but I don't really want to live there. And if you don't take it, they act offended and take it personal. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I can't make everyone happy. Like, hi, baby!
Chantal, you can barely make yourself happy. Let's be realistic here. You're a disappointment to pretty much everyone in your life who had any hope that you would do anything. Well, that was a bit brutal.
But I can make you happy.
Whoops.
Come see mom. Come see mom.
Come see mom, I said. Yes, you baby.
No one should have to pay rent. Remain a digital nomad. Hi, Hidden Sapphire.
Oh, baby. Where you go? No, you're not hunting. You're not hunting, I said.
She has the zoomies. Hey, Breezeth. What's going on? It will work out. She was around recently, Brittany, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling too well, and I live on a cruise ship.
This breathing is concerning, by the way.
Not really, Lindsay. Kind of on my own with that. You. No thanks. Yeah, no thanks, but no thanks. People just don't understand your feelings. This isn't a joke. Your anxiety gets very bad. You just want to scream. Yeah, sometimes I do, potted meat.
My God.
I can be a mobile hunter. Moving with Shannon.
Pat Ray, exactly. Other perspectives offend her. They do. If she's not the main character, she needs to be the main character.
Thanks, Margie. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Sounds like she just climbed a set of stairs.
Yeah. No, I'll be okay here till the end of the month. I made chicken fajitas and put mine over a sweet potato. That sounds so good. If you were my daughter, this is how I would talk to you. Yeah.
Chantal's not anybody's daughter apart from, like, her mum's. Everybody take a big step back from the failure on the internet. Like, she's no one's responsibility. Katie, thank you for the super chat. Love Kay says she sounds like my sister's bulldog. How rude. But also say hi to them the next time you see them.
I get it. A garage. Yeah, that's true. Panic attacks and... up with this crappy blowing bubbles? Strong.
Do you reckon she's got her asthma inhaler nearby just in case?
Panic at the Crisco. Hey. Get a tiny.
Because honestly, if I were asthmatic, and I was as a kid, if I were asthmatic breathing like this, I would be perhaps mildly concerned that I had my puffer nearby.
House? Yeah, but you have to buy the property, right? I'm not sure, Brittany. Yeah, you guys do. I'm not gonna vape. I hate vaping. It's not the same as shisha, believe it or not. Somehow. Katimovic has an age limit of like 21, I think. Imagine I went there with all friggin' 18-year-olds. No thanks. I love Thai food. Thailand is fun, but it can be hectic. You could pass as 21. Shisha and puts in lounge. Yeah. No, I'm intrigued by the cruise ship thing. Buffets.
She had a weed vape back in Canada. I don't know if she had just a regular one.
But there's nothing to do on a cruise ship. You're in the middle of the water. What the hell are you going to do? Eat a buffet?
Did Poopy have a vape? Yes, no, she was hitting the vape in Syria. Maybe? Kuwait.
Day all day? Go to the clubs at night? I don't go to clubs. Or gamble. Oh no, Breezeth. The cold tiles. Yes, I know. I've been there. We're all foodies. There are entertainment on cruise ships? I could go get stuck. I've never been on one. I could go get stuck in one of those slides. They're direct, which can come across as rude.
Don't forget, no, the highest quality food she had in Thailand was the cheesy wieners.
Oh.
Highest quality? No, the most memorable.
Oh.
She went to those food markets a couple of times. That was fun, but it was mostly cheesy wieners and like grilled cheese and chicken skins and potato corner.
I guess I just got to keep applying. Ugh. Would you go on a Disney cruise? Probably.
You can't even fucking stand up at this point, girl. What are we doing?
Yeah. Really, Anna? Wow. Your mom loves to feed people? With an old woman who loves to cook. I just don't want to spend all this energy. Like, it's not easy for me to move. So while I'm here for like a month, I may as well just try my best to find something. But yeah, I might have to settle, yeah. Hey, Scarlett.
Maybe you should like be up and walking like once every hour so that the next time you try to catch a flight, you don't crumple like a... I don't know what crumples. Piece of paper? Because I think it's probably a mix of like general health and like muscle atrophy and a lack of stamina and all of that stuff, because Chantal for the last 3 months in Syria has been doing not much.
No, English is my first language.
Like a greasy paper bag, people. Yeah.
Do you hear the rooster? Let's move to a storage unit. I mean, it would be nice to keep the villa, but I'm not paying that much just to not live in it. You'd love my mom. I need to save every penny to move into a place. If I use that money on an apartment, that would be, you know, go live on Low Island. Yeah. Oh. The Ed Gein series, it's on right now? I want to go watch it.
Oh, fair, Rachel, yeah. Yeah, but also still accurate.
I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, never in a million years would I live with her. No thanks.
Like, this is Chantal's laying down breathing. Imagine her standing up breathing.
Her one-bedroom condo, no way.
Imagine her taking 3 steps to get up on a bus breathing. Like, that's grim.
Really well spot. Not worth it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's freaking sap, and sometimes things just. I'm impatient. That's all. I just want like resolution ASAP, and sometimes things just take longer in life, I guess. Like.
I'm telling you right now, she's applied for like 3 places.
You know. just annoying. Gotta be patient.
See, I missed the timeline where she could have moved into the not salsa place.
Thanks, Brittany.
Maybe she should reach out to them.
Go on camera soon. Thanks, Michaela. Oh, identity. Yeah, I've seen that. Wasn't there a head in the dryer? And lie a little. No, housing, you have to be low income, you know. Thanks, Margie. Appreciate it. Have I seen who? Reduced housing is like a 10-year or more wait.
I'm telling you right now, Chantel's not on low income. She's got debts, she's got bankruptcy, she's got creditors, she's got garnishing happening, but she's making money.
No, Michaela.
She just has a history of not paying back her borrowing. Or taxes.
No.
Kaylee, thank you for the super chat, honey. Kaylee says, one of my best friends is a knight at medieval times. Oh, and tonight was his first time being the champion. Pulpy is a good way to end an awesome night. That's amazing, Kaylee. I hope they had a great time. Thank you for the super chat and the support. What fun.
Oh, I'm not low income. I'm not considered low income. Is
Very
like
cool.
12 grand a year or something. You have to be on benefits to get housing in Canada. My breathing sounds bad. Yeah, I'm kind of like bent in a weird position where my chin is like against my chest, and I'm right in the speaker, so.
That's what this sound is. It's chin. Anna, thank you for the super chat too. Love. Anna says, my 14-year-old doggo has way more stamina than this fool and is way more successful at grifting than her. He's currently begging for food now. Say hi, Anna. Thank you for the support.
I sound like the guy from Men in Black. Got any water? My health, yeah.
Yeah, her neck is literally choking her.
I know. Under 23K is low income. I think if you're on benefits, that's even less, though. Like, if you're on, let's say, ODSP in Canada, it's $1,400 a month. How much is that a year? That's like not even, that's like, what, 14,000?
No. Chat, let's do a math problem with Foodie.
ODSP in Canada, it's $1,400 a month. How much is that a year? That's like not even, that's like, what, 14,000?
No. 1680, right? Or 16,800. What? Girl, it's 12 months in a year.
Well, I don't know. I can't even do the math.
No, you really can't.
We're like 1 inch away so we can hear every wheeze.
You really can't do the math.
Bless you. Social Security? No, that's something else. Social, like, welfare in Canada is like $700 a month. How can people, you can't even, like, you have to have no bills. You need, like, everything paid for on that. It's so not fair. People should be given more money.
Chantal, this is rich coming from you who doesn't pay taxes. Shut up. I agree that government assistance does oftentimes, and I can only really speak for what I know of Australia, but it oftentimes does not match a healthy or enjoyable cost of living, and it's worse and worse as time goes on, or harder and harder as time goes on. But the reality of listening to this from an idiot who hasn't paid taxes for like half a decade sends me.
I guess
But also, I guess, beg more from your beezers, girl.
you're getting, like, if you only have to pay $50 a month in rent, then $700 could be enough. You know? Yeah. Yeah, true, but... Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta work
Voodoo, it's that brain mold.
in this world.
Moldy.
You gotta work. The apartments for low income are pretty decent, yeah. Some of them are like townhomes projects.
Again, just a reminder, Chantal is not low income. Chantal's not on, like, $1,400 a month. She's on $5,000 a month.
It won't pop up for me.
She has debts, don't get me wrong, but, like, she's not low income.
Really, Breezeth? What? What the hell? Yeah, I know, right, Margie? Like, you know? Yeah, Michaela.
Oh.
Yeah, the housing is pretty decent.
Jessica, thank you very much for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it. Jessica says, Chantal's mannerisms remind me of a 90s sitcom dads. Barp, fart, scratch butt, buffoon. Yeah, what was his name from Married with Children? He was... no, she was Peggy. Love Peggy. Big hair. What's his name?
Yeah, true, Brittany.
Al Bundy. That's it. Chantal is our gender bent 2025 Al Bundy. You're right. Except I think the family actually loved him and he worked and had things to do. So it's a bit of a stretch, but I can see it.
Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go for now.
Okay.
Maybe I'll come back, but it'll be in the horizontal. But I'll probably sleep and then come back later in the morning or something. Because I'm pretty tired and just...
Okay. Miss Bundy's done. All right, chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I've got to go. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. For those of you on the rewatch, thank you for your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, look after yourself today. Make sure you brush your hair and your teeth. My neck is so sore today. Wash your face, get your steps in, hug a loved one. Maybe book a massage or something. I don't know. That's a gym strain, I think. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next video and or